Hi everybody, welcome to my channel again. My name is Onyeka. Today we're going to talk about investing in mutual funds. So if you're a Nigerian living in Nigeria or diaspora, mutual funds is a great way to invest and a great place to invest your money. And what are mutual funds? It's a professionally managed investment fund where money is pooled from different investors and invested in various securities. Let me break that down. So when you think about mutual funds, I want you to think of it in terms of you have money, I have money, a million people have money that they want to invest, but we don't want to pick our investments ourselves. And so we take all our monies and give it to some guy who knows how to invest on our behalf. When we give him all that money, he invests it in various different things and then gives us returns, interest on a regular basis. It could be quarterly, annually, biannually, whatever. Now, for this particular video, we're going to focus on investing in the money market fund. There are various types of mutual funds, all serving different kinds of purposes. We have the money market fund, we have halal funds for our Muslim brothers and sisters, we have FGN bond funds, we have, there's so many funds, equity funds. Each fund is invested in different classes of assets. Now, they could be high risk, medium risk, low risk, whatever. Now, the great thing about using mutual funds is that one, you get a diversified portfolio, which means, it's in different things, not just in one asset class. So it's not like it's going to be in stocks alone. It can be in stocks and it can be in, some might be in money markets, some might be in corporate bonds, whatever. Two is that a professional gets to manage your money. So you do not have to pick by yourself what to invest. You don't even have to stress your brain about what to invest in. Someone handles all of that stuff for you. That's another, great advantage of using mutual funds. And number three is that you don't need to start with very high money. You can start with a little money depending on what you choose and which asset manager you pick. Before we continue, let me introduce myself. My name is Onyeka Okonkwo, and on this channel, you'll learn all about personal finance and investing. So my goal is to improve your knowledge so you can manage your money better and invest better. Okay, so I'm going to go into money market a bit more, and then we're going to do a bit of hands-on session on my computer. So you'll learn, where to get what companies to invest in. Well, not financial advice per se, but what information to look out for. I'm going to use three different companies as an example. Stanbic ibtc, Asset Management, FBN, and Cordros Capital. Why did I pick this for you? Well, some of them are really big, in that space, and I use one of them. I'm not going to tell you which one. If you want to know, ask me in the comments and I'll let you know. Okay, guys. So money market mutual funds. In the money market, these monies that are collected from various investors are invested in just money market instruments. Money market instruments are short-term in nature, maybe between 30 days to like 90 days. They're like treasury bills, commercial paper, bank deposits. Like maybe term deposits in a bank, and just various short-term assets. Now, why are money market funds great? I'm personally, invested in money market funds because, like I said, they're short-term in nature, which means that if you have money that you do not need maybe in the short term, rather than leaving it in your savings account where it's earning about 1 to 2% interest, which honestly is just a waste of money and a waste of interest and money you are giving to inflation to just spend on your behalf. It's great to put this money in things like the money market mutual funds because then you get more superior interest rates. And that great thing about the money market mutual fund is that it is very, very low risk in nature. This means that although your interest rates might not be as high as someone telling you you're going to get maybe 20% in 5 months, you also have your capital secure. So you're not going to worry about going to sleep and losing your money. You can sleep like a baby because your money is not going anywhere. And you can easily liquidate it. By liquidation, I mean that the ease of conversion from, the investment portfolio it's into cash. So as soon as you want your money, typically between 3 to 5 days, you can get your actual money back. In case you have older parents who have money lying around, this is a great place to put their money into, by the way. So you don't have to worry about their money just sitting in their savings or current accounts doing absolutely nothing there, and you're wondering why your parents will not invest. So don't go and put their money in cryptocurrency, guys. Money market funds is a great place to invest in. So I think that typically covers what you need to know about the money market mutual fund. Now I'm going to go to my computer, so I will show you some information you need to know and things you need to look out for before you choose, what asset manager you want to work with. All right, here we go. Here we have Stanbic ibtc. Like I said, there are various kinds of mutual funds. So we can see here they invest 100% of your portfolio in high quality short-term securities like treasury bills, commercial papers, fixed deposits, and they're rated BBB. I'm not going to get into what the ratings are about. So let's jump down. Benefits is convenience. You can do it from your mobile phone. Their web portal is diversified. It's flexible to meet your needs, and it is secure, so your money is safe. Now, you might want to ask, how much do I need to get started investing? For so many of them, as little as 5,000 naira can get you started investing in the money market fund. And then you can top up that amount monthly by multiples of extra 5,000. For Cordros Capital, you need to start with 10,000 and then top up with multiples of 5,000 naira. Question number 2 you may want to ask is, how soon can I get my money back? So these funds tend to have a minimum holding period of 30 days. This means that when you put your money in the fund, for the first 30 days, you cannot withdraw it. But after 30 days, you have access to your money. Question number 3 might be, what interest am I going to get? Well, with the money market mutual funds, your interest accrues on a daily basis. But this interest changes per day. So today it might be 7% and tomorrow 9% and next tomorrow 8%. But each day an interest hits your account. But distribution of your interest occurs on a quarterly basis. So every 3 months, you get your interest distributed back to you. Now, you may choose to get your interest hit in a particular account of your choice, or you may choose to roll over that amount. When I say rolling over, I mean that when your interest comes, rather than it hitting maybe your savings or your current account that you've given to them while you were registering on the platform, you might tell them, don't give me back this money, put it back into the fund and buy more units of your fund. Funds tend to cost about, I think, 100 naira per unit. So let's say you have interest of about 500 naira. Rather than having 500 naira come to your account, they can use that money to buy an extra 5 units of that investment in the money market. Now, personally, I like people to just reinvest that money back, because let's assume that you do not have 5,000 naira to invest monthly in that fund. Now you can just put 500 naira from your interest rate that has hit your account already. So it means you still get to invest, you still get to gain more returns on that money without having to commit extra additional funds to it. Now, if you want to get the benefits of compounding, it is really great that you put back your interest, plow back into the investment fund, but also try to top up that amount on a monthly basis. 5K, I don't think is a lot of money. So as often as you can, please put the money back in and top up the amount. Okay, next information I want you to check out for is the expense ratio and the management fee. Now, different funds, from different companies have different management fee, as much as 1%, 1.5%, 2%, etc. Expense ratios too may differ. The lower the fee you have to pay on your investment, the better for you, because it means that you get more of your profit hitting your account. Now, the expense ratio is more or less what it costs the company to manage the fund. So this will include like the management fee, advertising costs, portfolio management costs, distribution costs, marketing costs, etc. Whatever it is they need to spend, whatever they spend in managing that particular fund, and then they divide that by the total amount of the fund they have. But this is not really important information for you guys. So usually on the site or on their fact sheet, they'll state what percentage it is. But this is important because whenever you get your interest, that fee goes off. Okay, your management fee goes off. So the lower it is, the better. But then you also want to see that you get a balance between what the actual return for each company is and then what that fee is. So someone who's giving you really, really high return, but then charging maybe about 1.2% management fee might not be as bad as one who's giving you maybe lower returns, but charging you maybe 1% management fee. So you really want to check that out. But for starters, you don't need to worry too much about the specific information. Maybe the further you go in investing and the more you're learning, the more you can begin to apply and practice. Okay, so let's get back to this place. So this is, and I'm going to take us now. So right here at the face of this, you can see, highlights of the fund. This for Stanbic Asset Management. You can see the benefits, everything I've listed before. Capital is preserved, return is competitive, professional fund management, easy access online. How to invest, you can usually see on their website a subscription form. So you can download the form and invest. Some of them let you open an instant account from the website, but then you still need to do your KYC eventually. And then you get to fund the account through an account number provided. Remember, guys, when you're funding your account, the account number will always be the same. So send whatever amount you need to send there. You remember a minimum of 5,000 naira for initial subscription for most of them, but for Cordros it's 10,000, and subsequent, top up is going to be just 5,000 naira at least, no less than that. So on the description, if you are using your mobile application, make sure on the description you put your name as it was used when you registered Don't go and leave it hanging, otherwise they won't know where to deposit your money, so it will not hit your account, and then you're going to have a problem. You don't need to go to their office. Just make sure on the description you put your full name as it appears when you registered. So that's that for that. Now let's look at the fact sheet. The fact sheet gives us a bit more information about how this money is spread. For Stanbic's fact sheet, I have seen this is for March 2022. You see that they have about 80% of the money in fixed deposits, 13% in short-term FGN instruments. So typically treasury bills, 4% in cash, commercial papers 1.78%, and other money markets 0.46%. Now, how has this fund been doing over time? Average yield year to date, year to March, was about 5.94%. You can see that here. And then other fun facts, like I said, 5K, 5K. The fund was launched in February 2010, so they've been there for quite a while. The fund size is 242.19 billion. That's a lot of money, people. And the management fee is 1.5% per annum. Okay, so you'll see this on their website, guys. So you can go there and you can download it. If you just go to their website, you will find it. So let's look at FBN money market. Typically the same thing, 5K, 5K. Everybody is marketing. We know why their fund is important. Minimum holding period for every one of them is always typically 30 days. They benchmark it against the treasury bills. They invest in typically the same kind of asset classes, by the way, 30 to 90 days holding period, more or less. The allocation and the ranges, you see here 69% goes to bank placements, treasury bills get 25%, and commercial papers get 6%. So you can see that they more or less invest in the same things, but the spread tends to differ. And this in a way might actually affect, what kind of yield you get from each of the different fund managers. So here's the fund history. I'm going to show you this for FBN. So when I talked about each day giving you different returns, that's what I mean. You see, 27th of March, we had 8.14%. But right here on the 7th of April, it was 6.94. So these amounts will go up and come down and fluctuate on and off, on and off. So if the economy is doing really good, you might tend to get better returns. If it's not doing so good, you might tend to get lower returns. But don't be so fixated on the returns you are or not getting. Just be sure that you're constantly putting in money, by the way. Okay. So this is their own fact sheet for FBN as at March 2022. We have here money market fund yield was 7.50%. The benchmark is T-bills. So that so here we have historical performance. In the last 12 months, they did 8.3%. The treasury bill yield was just 2.4%. Now, this is another benefit, again, like I mentioned earlier. If you had just invested all your money in treasury bills in the last 12 months, you probably have gotten just 2.4% interest. But if you had put it in this money market fund, you'd have gotten about 8.3% yield on that investment in the past 12 months. So again, money market is an amazing place to put your money, guys. So don't sleep on that. The annual management fee for this is 1.25%. So this is slightly lower than what Stanbic IBTC gave us at 1.50%. Total expense ratio is 1.36. So that this is actually doing better in terms of your returns and also in terms of the fee that is going out of your actual return than Stanbic is giving you. Stanbic has higher management fee but lower fund yield. So decide on your own really where you want to put your money into in the end. And then let's take a look at Cordros assets. Okay, so this is Cordros fact sheet. For Cordros, I couldn't find their fact sheets on their website. The last fact sheet I had was about June 2021, but I get this in my email on a monthly basis. So I just pulled this out of my email. So again, this is from March 2022. I'm running a comparison here. Current fund, they are managing about 5.09 billion. So FBN, by the way, began their fund in 2012, Stanbic 2010, Cordros began in 2016. You're going to see that also here. The benchmark again is 91-day treasury bill, minimum investment 10K, subsequent investment 5,000. Management fee here, you see it's 1%. Again, lower than both Stanbic and FBN. Fund yield, financial year is 1 December, of course. Okay, let's go down. All of them all cost 100 naira per unit. So you cannot invest less than 5,000 naira. So this is how they spread their fund. Again, fixed deposit at about 38% for them. Treasury bills got 32%. All the money market instruments, again, commercial papers and the like I mentioned earlier, got 26%, and they kept 4% in cash. Money markets fund yield versus 91-day treasury bills. You see here we got 7.07%, on the average, and then for T-bills, it was 2.49%. So again, if you had put your money in, the money market funds, you would have definitely gotten a better yield. But you see, Cordros is actually a bit lower than what you would have gotten for if you had your money in FBN. So just mix and match, see what's out there, see what's available for you, and make your decision on who you'd rather bank. By all means, you can actually invest in more than one. You can put your money in two or three if you want to, but just be sure you know where it's going to protect. So, guys, that's all the information that I really have for you when it comes to investing in the money market fund. You can get this information on the company's website. You can do a simple Google search just saying asset management companies in Nigeria, or you can go to the SEC website and you can see, which companies are actually licensed to provide this kind of services to you. So I hope this has been helpful. By the way, if you have any further questions, don't forget to put them in the comment section. I will see them and I'll respond to every one of them. Please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get other videos that come up in the future. I'm going to be running a series about investment options in other mutual funds, assets and security options available on those different sites. If you want more hands-on sessions, let me know. The specific things you want to learn, maybe invest in the stock market, etc. Also, let me know in the comment section and I'll be sure to create a video. The more I see, the more videos I have an idea of what you need and what I need to work on. So guys, thank you so much for watching this channel. I'm going to see you later. Bye.